Hey everyone. So I want to show and demonstrate a little bit about how the uThrones can be used. Alignment is critical. So how do we use these to help counterbalance the gravitational consequences of the modern world, right? So they can be used for different things. This can be used as a desk. This can be used as a stool. So you use them together, and what this is doing is it's enabling you to maintain an elevated position that enables your intercostal muscles to expand as your breath expands. We need to do this because so much of our lives is spent holding. Our feet are forward. We're concentrated on curving down. And this is bringing everything underneath us, and it's encouraging us to let all of that stress go. And that's why it has this awakening impact, in that we aren't aware of how imbalanced and how asymmetrical life makes us be. And this came to me as a consequence of bad posture. You know, for years and years, I had terrible posture. I was dismissive. And that dismissiveness prompted this collapsing of my body. And that caused there to be other changes that I can only mitigate now. So a lot of this motivation is to help people preempt those problems, to help them accentuate and maximize their personal DNA design potential. We all have it. And if we can embrace these postures and these poses, then everyone can have this experience of incrementally improving. By incrementally expanding, by gently allowing the body to realign, to use the force of gravity to bring that about, rather than bringing about the collapsing, rather than bringing about this crushing of our body. I started uThrones 5 years ago. I have always had a lot of back problems, and I had gone to my parents' house and my dad was fixing a fence, and there were 2 pieces of scrap lumber. And I asked my father, can I have those? I want to kind of try to build something. And he said, okay, sure. And I took them both home, and I knew in my mind what I wanted to make. I knew in my mind what it was that I thought would help me resolve the pain that I was experiencing. And I had this theory that if I bring my feet underneath my body, if I move my hands back towards the center, back towards this contact, back towards this point of contact, then I would be reducing the force on my supportive muscles by not having them out here. As soon as I sat down, I could feel all of those low sacral lumbar vertebrae just say, thank you. This is how we needed to be moved in order to absorb the relentless, constant force of gravity more evenly. It was like they were all saying, thank you. Thank you. This is how you should have been feeling. This is how you should have been moving years ago. I've been doing the wrong thing for more than 30 years, unconsciously. Now, you don't need this all the time. You don't need this as a one-to-one substitute. But if this makes up 5% of your day, 7%, 2%, that is time in which you're retraining your central nervous system. And that, again, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help people retrain their bodies to counterbalance and to mitigate these self-imposed handicaps. I'm here with my friend Carrie. We want to show you how the uThrones work. So here she is using one of the low thrones, and you can see how it's altering her hips here. Her feet are now underneath her center of gravity, which enables her hips and her lower lumbar to just naturally more align. Now, as she lifts her arms up, she's activating all of these lift muscles. And when those muscles are activated, that reduces the strain on the vertebrae and the strain on the pads and the discs. And what does that do? It lengthens their life. This is a latch throne, and it can be used as a desk or as a chair. And here you can see this is a foreign position in which she's not sitting down, she's not standing up, she's in between, and it's that in between position that is absent from our school experience, from our athletic experience. And again, she has this elevated platform from which she can rest her arms, and thus allow her intercostal muscles to expand and to respond to those full and complete inhalations. And that's what we want. For every one of these that we sell, if you buy a podium, we donate a podium. If you buy a latch throne, we donate a latch throne. You buy a low throne, we donate a low throne to a school, to a retirement community, to a correctional institution. We want people to try these. We want people to test these ideas. Because if I say it and if Carrie says it, that's something. But if you say it, if you try it, if you're the one who's experiencing it, once you try it, that never changes. It will always stay the same. It will stay with you forever. Once you awaken to this experience of alignment, you can never lose that. Reach out to us. We want to hear from you. Thanks for watching.